In the lesson today, I'm gonna show you 5 attacks from north-south. Sometimes you get to north-south and then we lose the position because the person turns and then we end up losing all the options. So if you're having a hard time from north-south position, I'm gonna show you 5 different attacks that you can change your game for good, okay? If you don't know me, my name is Marcos Tinoco, Marcelo Garcia black belt, big us. And in the next video, I'm gonna show you the problems when you go for north-south choke, okay? So keep eyes on it. All right, let's go right here. So when you're in the north-south, right, move this way a little bit. When you're in the north-south position, one thing that people forget is the neck. Sometimes they just stay there, right? So I'm not even showing you guys how to pass north-south. I'm gonna start in the north-south position, okay? So if you like me to break down even more how to get to north-south, just comment, I will break down for you. So basically, north-south, you can go under the over the both arms or just stay right here, okay? So now, things that I like to do. Sometimes when my partner is like this, the head is flat on the mat, right? I like to use my chest right here to pull weight on. Eventually, this will happen. This is what's gonna happen. So if I pull weight right here, look at Adam's head. Eventually, he's gonna lift it up to loosen up pressure, and that's why I'm doing it. So I'm here. So look, his head is down, and I keep eyes on it. The moment that I feel like his head's coming out to breathe, my arm goes around. Okay? Very simple. And then from here, move this way out a little bit. Yes. So look, again, his head is down. Whenever I feel like his head go up, I wrap. Now when I do this, I don't want to squeeze. I want to move my ribs down. First thing first, stabilize my partner's head. Okay? Be careful when I lean my hip this way, Adam can bridge me that way, and then I end up on bottom, okay? So make sure that you stay very, very strong right here, okay? So I do at the same time. So when I do this, his head comes off, I wrap, and at the same time, I shut down with my rib, boom. Now his heads are stabilized, okay? Now from here, I need to make sure that I put myself in the same line as Adam. Look how I'm kind of diagonal. I need to move myself, these hands, on the hip or even on the hand. So move this way a little bit, Adam. Yes. So I stabilize the head. Now these hands can block the hip and push myself down, or even the arm. Okay? Either one work. I like to teach myself like in a snipe position, okay? And my body the same line as Adam's body, okay? I like to teach myself how to finish a choke with one hand. I can use my hand to push into Adam's neck. I can use this to push down, but right now I'm in a position that I can use this, okay? And then second hand, I've never squeezed, but it's tight. Second hand goes under, just like Professor Marcelo showed me. Connect, and then you can squeeze right here. But I always like to try to tap my partner with one hand, okay? If I get to a north-south position, north-south choke with one hand and learn how to stay there, I don't count hours on the grip, okay? So one more time. Move this way, Adam. Yes. So pay attention on his head. These are brutal details that you don't see very often. Don't just put your arm there and try to connect your hands, okay? So from here, now, look, I pull weight on it and I feel like he's kind of crunching it a little bit. I go, palms up, and lock, boom. Good drill, they can do it. From here, boom, here, there. Now, these hands isolate the other side, and now push myself in the same line. Don't drive Adam's head like sideways, because that takes the choke away. Keep his looking straight up, okay? That's a good drill to get. From here, boom. And then we're gonna get nice and low, and then look, with one hand, the choke is there. Like I said, this I'm gonna show you 5 variations. This was the number 1. In the future video, I'm gonna show you guys some some problems that when I go for the, put the leg down. When I go for the north-south choke, he might put this arm here and start connect hands. He start pushing that way, yes, like that. Sometimes he holds my hand to don't let me go, and then sometimes he turns into me. So that's what I'm gonna cover up in the next video, okay? Otherwise it will be too much. But for now, 5 attacks from north-south. Let's move into our second attack. Same idea, come this way, good. North-south, okay? We're gonna go for the north-south. What happened is, same approach, but Adam is smart. He turned his chin into me. And right here, boom. And then he turned, yes. So how can we fix that? I'm gonna start reading my ribs into it. Once again, I'm gonna cover up this in the next video. If you really want to see the difficulties of the north-south choke, stick to the next video, okay? I'm gonna put, once it's out, I'm gonna put right there for you guys. So, now, second variation here is, when I go for the north-south, Adam turned into me, and for example, I got my arm in, now I missed that. So now, instead of my rib, look up for a second, Adam, instead of my rib shut down the other side, my rib is gonna shut down the top side, boom. Now, I'm gonna start turning into me, bridge, yes, yes, just like that, boom. And then if I don't know now, just go on top, boom. And then he end up right here. Okay, move back, good. So look here, go this way. When I'm here, north-south position, move back, this way. Good, when I'm in north-south position, I'm turning the head into me, as you guys can see it. And then I'm gonna go here, and then he's gonna start turn. I love the choke. I'm gonna push Adam back by the chest, but Adam likes that. What's he gonna do it? He's gonna push himself into it. Lock my hands, connect right there. See right there, see right there? My hands are in, like in a guillotine. These hands connect right on top. Now just accept Adam from going up, and look, I'm gonna go here. And now he's right in the hole. Can you just spin around this way? Thank you. Look, he's right in the hole of the guillotine. Now I don't want to relax. I want to cover up the neck with my chest, my shoulder. And then the choke is there. You see it? So it's a beating of the north-south choke. He bridges into you, just accept. Push him down, make sure like, oh, he feels strong. And then go for the guillotine. So one more time. Do this way, Adam. So I'm here. Now look, I turn into the north-south choke. Boom, he turns into me. Now look his hands, start pushing, bridge into me. He turns into me once, I use my feet to push him back. And then I'm gonna go again. Connect your hands, allow him loosen up, guys, loosen up the grip. And then from here, tight. So look how my foot is right there, my foot is right here, and then nice and tight choke. Very, very nasty and works really, really well, okay? So let's go to detail number 3. It's hard to don't make a good video with a longer video. I'm just pointing out bullet points, okay? So let's go detail number 3. Come here, this way. So the idea is to reading what my partner is giving to me. That's the best part, and that's gonna build it, okay? Now, this is what's gonna happen. From here, everything north-south, okay? Now, what I wanted to do here, sometimes I don't keep his head so tight right there, I cannot somehow get under his neck. It's okay. What I'm gonna do is, if I'm a north-south, I'm gonna apply some attacks in here, okay? So I'm gonna go here under, get this arm, and bring my elbow down. So now, move this way, Adam. Good. From here, I'm gonna attack this. There's a few ways you can do this. You can go for the far side arm or the Kimura, okay? So from here, I want to drive myself up a little bit. And now I need to get behind the shoulder. So isolate that. So I'm here. I want to step and push Adam up, lower myself, push. Now, move this way, Adam. We are in a Kimura trap. If Adam tries to put his back on the mat again, it's hard because my chest is there. If I pop it up, he moves back. So from here, Kimura trap, okay? And then how we finish? I want to step over his chest, pin my knee right there. Put your leg down for a second. Put my knee right there, and now here, push, slowly get the Kimura finish, okay? So, north-south, I'm bending the neck, nothing. This arm is available. I'm gonna move up, move, push. Look how I'm rotating his entire, I don't wanna get out. That's a mistake. Stay tight, whoa. Kimura trap, look how I'm behind Adam's shoulders. Step over, boom, here, and then rotate, okay? So now, that's the number 3. Let's go to the number 4. And the number 5 is my favorite, which is gonna come in next, okay, after this one. So number 4, same idea. People forget and also people take for granted how good wrist lock can be. Don't blame, no white belt wrist lock, okay? So I don't want you guys come here, oh professor, I learned this wrist lock from Marcus' channel. Don't do it in class. The wrist lock is for 16 and up or blue belt, okay? If you're a white belt in here, I learned from that. I don't want your professor complain here, okay? The right's right. So I'm here, same idea. Bending the neck, nothing. Go right here, and now move this way. Put your leg down. I'm gonna move to north-south position, goes behind, I push, boom. Head, look how I'm really trying to keep my head down here. Wrist lock. Sometimes, move this way. Sometimes it's hard to go that way. What I'm gonna do here, I step up, isolate this guy. Now this hand, slide to the hands. It hurts, okay? So from here, sometimes it's hard from that way. Slide to the hands, boom. And now you can literally get elbows in, and now push it in, okay? Just like there, okay? Wrist lock works really well. Hip, or slide with your hand and work, crawl his hands in. Very simple, sometimes it's right there and people like, oh man, why I didn't go for that? I'm just showing guys the options, okay? Number 4, wrist lock, front side control from Kimura, or move this way, Adam. North-south. Sometimes he puts his hand as a frame to start pushing. Yes, I'm gonna go right there, and it hurts, okay? So just wrist and close it up right there. And if you slip it out, the hands over, put your, yes, I can go back, boom, 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 go for the Kimura trap. Okay, so that is a ton of wrist lock right there. Okay, so let's keep that short because it hurts so much, but I want to tell you it's there. Number 5 is my favorite overall. Gi, no gi, DARS, coming from a north-south attempt. Okay, so I'm here. Move this way, Adam. Move this way. Yes. So now, pay attention on this arm. So for example, I'm in a north-south position. Okay, north-south position like here. And sometimes Adam bring this arm on the other side to block. Okay, so look, now instead I'm gonna go north-south, I'm kind of like 45. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with my hip down the mat, wiping my hip away, move, and then before continuing, move this way, Adam. I want to wrap Adam's head and then start pushing my hip towards Adam's head. Okay? So what happens is when I start moving here, keeping the arm here, he does not want it. So I'm allowing him to turn that way. Yes. Okay, go back out on this side. Just move this way. Move. Good. So look. I'm here, I was north-south, here. I can go back a little bit that way, just so he put the arm there. Now, wrap the head, use your hip to push Adam. It's such a pressure, so much pressure on his shoulder that he turns. and I'm allowing him to turn. I'm not squeezing, trying to force him to turn. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna move this way. I'm gonna start turning. I loosen up. Look how I'm posting here, and move. Boom. I stay in this angle. Now his arms are trapped because I have weight on it, and then look, fits so perfect. Okay, how can we finish? I literally, he can go on his knees, I fall down, walk, and then the doors is in. Or you can go the other way. Go back here for a second, sideways. Or you can go from here, you can go switch and go, or just melt right here. But I really like fall down and make him turn, yes. And then from here, I knock him down that way. And now change, yeah, it's so tight, and then change the leg. So that's what I mean. Sometimes you have to move back a little bit to gain something. Okay, so let's do one more time for this one here. I'm on a north-south position. Okay, now look, I'm gonna go back to wrestle this arm. I'm gonna go here, boom, hit block. I shut down the space, wipe it back, get this north-south choke right here, and start pushing with my hip. Allow arm to turn. Boom. Why he's turning? Because there's a lot of pressure. And then from here, guys, boom. And then finish right there in the doors. Okay? So, if you find this video helpful, please consider subscribe, because this channel is made for you. So thank you so much, and keep eyes on the next video. The problem that you're gonna be facing when you're attempting the north-south choke. Keep eyes on. Big Os.